This is Sophie Aldred with The Legend of the Travelling TARDIS.
Hello, fellow Whovians, and welcome back to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I am your host once again, Paparazzo Dave Chapman. Hello, everybody. How was your weekend? I had a wonderful weekend. I was at FalCon in Calgary, a wonderful gaming convention. And between my channel and Mel's Board Game Room, who is a friend of mine who is also streaming, I was on camera for about 12 hours of the week over the weekend and kind of prepping for those times every time in between. So most of the days, I was either on camera or working to be on camera. Let me tell you, I'm still burnt out. But we always have time and energy for the Doctor. And we are, of course, going to be looking at The Rise of the Cybermen, one of the great episodes, or is it, of the David Tennant era. And of course, I'm not alone. Let's take a look who we have with us today. let's just kind of randomly bring up, we'll bring up Tom first. Hello, Reverend Omegon.
Dave, you're driving me nuts with your energy going on here. I love you, but
Make it till you make it.
you know,
Because it's that or I fall asleep. Am I freezing or is Tom freezing?
oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Tom, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to bring Candyman in, and people can tell us if you're the one freezing or not. Because I think he's the one freezing. So we're going to, oh no.
You will be deleted.
No, I won't.
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm okay.
I deleted myself. Hello, Mark. How you doing?
I'm good. I enjoyed your little weekend of gaming.
Yes, I appreciate you tuning in late night as you could.
I found Vampire Association says.
Definitely threw Mel off. It's like, what do you mean it's the middle of the night there?
It's good. I'm all good. I had a busy weekend, met some friends from Spain over in London, and I've done some shooting with some Doctor Who fan-based filming on Saturday. So busy. So my weekend's been busy. I'm looking forward to this episode because I really enjoyed it.
Excellent. And we're gonna find out like when the filming moves on to viewing, we're gonna find out about this, right? You can tell us all about it later.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Who else could we possibly have? Oh, looks like Gadget's being all sorts of entertained, although we can't see Gadget. Gadget's behind her name.
Hi, guys. I know my banner is like whatever. Let me see if I can fix the camera. That's better?
There we go. You can almost see that you're reading something.
Yeah.
What's that?
My book for children with dyslexia and autism. It's a Dungeons and Dragons. Some adults can play it too. And it's available on Lulu.com. Amazon should have it as well as Barnes & Nobles. And my other one is hiding over there. My trip to England to find love.
Ooh.
And I got to go to the Doctor Who Museum and experience, and it was pretty good.
Nice.
They wouldn't let me put all the copyrighted stuff in it.
Of course not.
No.
Also, have you seen me visit in the Hugh shop?
Huh?
Where you went to the Doctor Who Museum, was it in the Who shop?
It was the one in Cardiff, and before they closed and everything and stuff.
Okay.
I think on the page I have shots of the mini TARDIS in there with everything, and it was pretty good. I had got a souvenir bag and everything, and tried to get a unit pin, but everyone went right for them and everything and stuff.
I know Target is re-releasing some unit pin this year,
Nice.
so keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go upstairs and get my unit stuff here. All right. What else do we have? We got someone else reading over here. What's going on? Everyone's just reading. Like, what is this with literate people going on here?
Sorry, I just got my new my author copy of my new book, Hannah Fragsburg, arrived today, so I have to show off this sexy little baby. And you can get it on Amazon. So there it is.
Fancy. Let's see what else we got. How are you, Michelle? What you got anything else going on?
Personal stuff. My dad got in the hospital for pulmonary embolism. He's doing better, but just fun.
We'll distract you. You. Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see. Any other literate people in the cast? No, just Tom again. Oh wait, there he is. Maybe.
Am I?
I can hear you.
I wonder if Vanellope's in the computer.
Again.
I think Vanellope's in the computer.
I'm logging off. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, we'll see you soon. In the meantime, we will instead bring in Christian Basil.
That's just prime. This is Tom. Okay, I'm in. No, I'm not. Mark, you can take off your mask now. It's fine. We can go.
But it was funny. Last time he wasn't pixelated. Now he's pixelated.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be an alternate universe problem?
He's in the alternate universe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what can I say? At least we've got you, Christian. You're not pixelated. You look a little bit liney, like you got some extra wrinkles there. Maybe just from But happy 60th birthday.
Shut
I
up.
the photo, so I had to put it back in right at the last second. Before
You really took that one from Twitter, didn't you? Or X.
I had to take the one that, I'm feeling 50, even though you're 60. We know you're 60. We know you're old.
Shut it down.
No, he's only 59. As the episode taught us.
59 and a half.
And you have a go at me with saying 0.5.
Yeah.
That's my age. And the Ronnie. And I'm getting stuff from AARP. I'm getting stuff from AAA.
Take those discounts.
Plan for your funeral. I'm like, what the hell, people? I gotta get those. I can get the early bird special now. I'm like, damn.
Well, the casket is the last thing you'll ever need.
Send in that picture for the early bird special.
I love it. I really do like this picture. It's adorable, Christian.
On me right now.
You're adorable.
In fact, let me upload that. I'll be my profile picture, and I'll just have that picture for the rest of the night.
There you go. That works for me. No. So today we've got Rise of the Cybermen, the big return of the big bads, or one of the big bads, I guess. And it's part 1 of 2. We are going to be reviewing these as 2 different episodes.
Yes,
which I think is reasonable. These 2 episodes, while it is a 2-parter, is worthy of doing them separately.
They each have a different feel.
I just want to toss out here that Tom was 2.5 earlies and was fine. And now, not so much. But he also mentioned he lost his number. I mean, you know what it is.
How do you lose the number?
There it goes. It's now he says it's 9.
Yeah, exactly.
He put it in the chats and just blatantly forget it.
Yes, I think he thought he put it in the private chat. And that was not the case. But we got all sorts of fun people here. You got Artful Roger. Sorry, what? I'm going to take my hands off the thing. You can bring up chats, Christian.
Yeah, wait
hands
until
off.
you're 65, Christian. Senior Citizens, it's got all over the place. I don't know. I'm not waking up early to get the early bird special. That's all I'm saying. I'm sleeping in just so.
You know, a lot of places start offering discounts at 60. Take it, man.
I think it's 55 here in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You all need to stop. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm almost behind. Wait, how many years behind you am I? Think about it. Yeah.
It don't matter. I'm here. Here.
Yeah,
That's the best thing. You're here.
People who want.
When you're driving the TARDIS now, just don't keep the blinker on.
Or be like a Jersey.
I have not gotten that bad yet. Okay, it's coming. It's coming up there. But yeah, for folks who wanted to know, I just turned 50. August 20th was my birthday, and I'm the big 50. And I thought, I was supposed to be rich and, a manager of a company and all that. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, no, I'm not even close.
Yeah, all the things I thought.
You have lost.
He's clear.
It's okay. It's okay. I've mentally regressed,
What's that, Ramona? Months here, 5 Earth years in November. Okay.
You're good.
That came out of nowhere.
Behind him. And Figment.
Yes, Figment. Thank you. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Figment.
That's my favorite character.
55. Happy coming up.
Welcome back, Tom. In an unpixelated Tom.
Yeah.
What happened to you, dude? It was just like, this is like working so fine.
Princess Vanilla computer. That's what happened.
I get it, but it's just wow.
I got a new one here, so I'm going to put this up tomorrow. See when I do my live stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Times Universal Time on YouTube. I hope.
I hope. Yeah,
we're actually professional. Trust us on this one. Don't forget also, if you are here with us, please put in the chat your rating number, 10 good. one not so good, and type in your reason why, any number in between. But I'm going to leave that up to our host tonight.
Exactly. So, Tom, do you remember your number yet?
9.
No, you don't?
9.
9?
I also posted on.
We don't
YouTube
speak
before I
German.
did the
Tell
whole
us
thing,
what
so-
you think.
Yet.
Jokes.
9. Nope.
9
We
kleine.
all know.
No, it's okay.
That's so. Tom is 9. Michelle,
9.
what about you? What's your number?
I'm going to go with 9 also.
9.1.
I don't want to go first. I'm not going to price this out. Fast.
Gadget, what about you?
Maybe need some. of the-
9.9 9 3/4.
I know you're a dang dog.
9 and 3/4. All right.
Well, it only has a quarter off because yeah.
And Candyman, what do we got over there?
No, I got my points. 7.9.
Whoa.
Thank God.
So we don't want to bump that up a little bit.
Where are my notes? Oh my
I just do the prices right and just bid 1.
No, that
Hello,
was
Tom Lloyd.
another
Boy.
Hey.
Hey,
time for 1.
thanks for coming.
All right, Kristen, what's your number?
8.7, since we're going this route nowadays. So
8.7.
8.7.
Mark, would you like to adjust your number at all?
Shut it. No, you don't.
I had 3 points.
7.9.
I'm not going
Wow.
for
And most prerogative, you don't get my number. Haha.
unless you want to do reverse order. Change it up a bit.
We could. In fact, we'll change things up by taking random people and making someone random go first. How about that?
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard,
Flip
snap.
a coin.
Does everyone think we should go with someone random?
That's it. Flip a coin. Get a coin.
But no, since you've been doing a game, I think you should roll.
Wait. You get a 5.
Rocket, we'll do junk and poop.
You get a
Rocket.
6-sided dice, dude. We pick a number and you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
We're
All right.
talking game man. There we go.
Okay.
Oy
Bounced
vey.
away.
Well, who's what? How are you making
Everyone
this
at 1
exciting
through
thing?
6. Who wants,
What in the world? Why?
I'm
who
number
wants
3.
to be number 1, 2? Who?
He just wants me to go first. That's all.
Really, I just want
It's
Kristen
not
to go
really-
first. It doesn't work that way.
Who's the first
he was just going
doctor?
to make that happen. It
All
was
right.
just gonna happen. No, I
We'll do
can
it
go
properly.
first. That's not a problem.
Okay.
I just want
Go to the
I
ground.
just want
Look
There's
at the
nothing
camera.
proper
I
about
haven't
this.
died.
he's alive.
So, Kristen will be number 1.
Okay, fine.
First doctor.
And of course, it's going to fall off down the thing. Ironically, it is the same number that the last guy rolled. Now I have to get up.
Just
So I've got one of those, like,
it's painful, dude.
sort of
What is
those stools where you have, like, your knees down in front of you and stuff. Here, mostly because it fits and it's not terribly uncomfortable. But yeah, I totally just slipped down and was like, wah, in the middle of everything. But the number was, in fact, 4. I said Christian was going to be number 1. Although, I mean, if I look down below, he's number 4 in the bottom off camera bit.
You
No,
I
no,
give
no.
that
1,
fall an 8.5.
3, 4. Oh, wait, what was that, Michelle?
I give that fall an 8.5.
Woo!
At least he got up.
Well,
Oh, we
he's
got-
not yet, so he's not in danger of breaking his hip yet.
No, not quite.
Yeah, he's
I
not
got
Christian's
metal in
age
my
yet.
leg. I almost had surgery on my arm, but I don't have a broken hip yet. But if I go around the circle, it does make Michelle number 4.
Alrighty.
So Michelle, you gave it a 9. What kept it from being a 10?
I'm not the biggest fan of the Dr. Rose lovey-dovey kind of thing. I just really don't like how they're treating Mickey. And I know a lot of people don't like Mickey. I kind of enjoy him. He's a fun character. I just find it really sloppy on the Doctor's end that he is so obsessed with Rose that he's willing to let Mickey go off into an alternate universe and put himself in danger also. The idea that, no one's bothered to ask that Mickey is an orphan, that Mickey also has baggage like Rose. And Rose is not the only person that's had a death as a child that he may want to go and try to change or meet up again. It's very sloppy. And you see other doctors they've had multiple companions, and you don't see so much where they're so obsessed with just one companion in the classic era that they neglect another companion in an equally dangerous situation. Beyond that, it's a fun episode. I enjoy the alternate timeline or the alternate universe because you always kind of wonder. And I think sometimes we've all felt like we're living in an alternate universe right now. So the idea of what would that look like, what kind of person we would be in that alternate world is a fascinating concept. And of course, the Cybermen, they're some of my favorite villains. They're very scary. Their arrival at the party, terrifying.
That's fair. I have thoughts on Mickey, but no, I can certainly I see where you're going with that. Definitely.
And yeah, he's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. It's just that he is an underserved character. And
he's not Adric. You didn't at least leave him to die.
Yeah, but the idea he almost leaves him to die in this sense that he lets him go off and be kidnapped, and he goes off into an alternate, because again he lets Mickey go off on his own in a world that we don't know the rules are, and we don't know how different it is from modern day London. So we don't know what type of government it is, and he goes into a military war zone. It is just because he's so fascinating. He's so obsessed with Rose.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair. Oh, the parallel world thing has been done 8 ways from Friday. I mean, that's not a new thing in the universe or anywhere else. It'll always be a sci-fi staple.
Tom Lord Boy, if you want to put in the chats, I think he's referring to Inferno, which was the I think the very first time that they went to a parallel world.
Yep.
And we got to see, what was it? Everybody makes fun of it because they're related to Star Trek. What is it? The mirror universe.
Mirror universe.
Where we have a mustache shaven brigadier with an eye patch, and everybody's a little strange over there. But yeah, it has been done. It's nothing new out there, but hey, whatever.
I would have been quite happy to have Ricky with a scraggly little goatee. I think that would have been. It had to be like a bad one, not even an evil one, just a bad one. I think it would have been extra funny. Yeah, Inferno. Yeah.
Great minds think alike, Time Lord Boy. I love Inferno. The thing is, I loved Inferno. I thought that was an awesome story, and their first take out and going to an alternate timeline, an alternate dimension. I meant TARDIS is time and relative dimension in space. So there you go.
True.
And also, I think there's going to be a comic series devoted to the Inferno world.
Soul Patch.
Oh,
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah.
I have that image in my mind. I can't get it out. Great. Thanks.
Just little Noel Clarke. Yeah. Give him a nice long, funky long one. All right, let me see if I can find another die here. Yeah. Yes, I have more than one of them. And yes, they're all very big.
So have you ever left them in the dryer when you're putting your pants in, and next thing you're
No, not these ones. These ones, I did a thing called Workout Adventure, and it was a series. They released it as a subscription podcast, but it was a bunch of different types of workouts and put to a storyline. And the stories eventually all kind of melded together, but you often had to roll a d6, and it was set to just like you could have it in your hand and just kind of like and it was usually high or low or even or odd. You could do a d20, you could do whatever. But I would use one of these ones from Kess Entertainment, their drop dot dice, because it's got a good bounce. And so I would I'd be running and I would just toss it. And just come all the way over there in my wall, all the way back here, down to our next person to do this.
Number 2.
Almost like a segue. So number 2 would be the Candyman.
Crunch.
I'll keep it like 9.1 or 7.9, roughly about 8. but I don't like doing whole numbers.
I gotta check that out.
It was a nice story, nice seeing Doctor back into a different dimension. Yes, it's done before, like Inferno, and I think East Space with the Fourth Doctor, if I remember. I had about 3 stories in East Space. Couple of bits I didn't like what Michelle was saying about the Doctor choosing Rose over Mickey, but then I think to myself, he probably doesn't want to get slapped again by Rose's mother. So, storyline, I think it's good. I think it was very good that they were developing back Mickey's story, and also, which you also know, when the Ninth Doctor met Mickey, he called him Ricky, which is quite a cool throwback or Easter egg. So unless the Ninth Doctor has met Ricky before in a different universe or in this universe, but for some reason the Doctor we don't know about that. It was never canon, but it would make sense why the Ninth Doctor kept on calling Mickey Ricky.
Big Finish, are you listening?
The other things I think of, the special effects, the Cybermen looked pretty good, but they did look more like Iron Man. There was the range of the nice little glowy blue lights coming from the Cyberstone, but I do understand this is a different dimension, so yes, these are different Cybermen. Love the article. I don't want to go into next week's story as well, so I'm trying to, because I rewatched both of them at the same time, so I'm trying to just keep it to this one here. On the whole, I find it was lovely. I love that they indicate Billie Piper was a dog. I'm not sure whether or not
you've got
Rose. A picture of a dog. That is Rose. That's nice, and also throwing back to Father's Day as well, because remember in the Ninth Doctor story on Father's Day where she sees her dad die and she's the angel who's looking after her, and then the whole story. So I love that things were tying in this episode, but things were putting it down after rewatching it. It's probably the special effects, and but on the whole, it's quite cool. I love the other bit, which is very much similar to Dot and Bubble on the new episode, where people are being taken by this network. So rather than being a visual social media app, it's telecommunications. So that's why I didn't rate Dot and Bubble, because if you rewatch this, you can see, well, we're just rehashing the same thing, just in different media. So on the whole, a solid 8.1 for me.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I get. I did like. I mean, the Doctor, and I've said this before. The Doctor is always modern to its contemporary era.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever it was made, that's what we're looking at. So the phone that Rose had in this episode is not really the same as the phone she had with a couple years before with 9, a couple years of filming before. And it's certainly not the same as the phones we have now. So that was kind of neat. And just watching her trying to internet search on a slide phone, it's just like, yes, that's a thing that happened back then. Kids now is kind of looking at it going, I recognize this as a phone. What the flip is going on here? So I found that kind of really neat as well. The one thing I really hate about these Cybermen, and it's not even these Cybermen as a whole. Bring the picture back up, Christian.
Sure.
Especially this photo of them. Look at the split. Look at the bottom of the armor there. It's loose, which means it's not for a promo picture. Why is it not centered to the rest of their body?
And here's the funny part. He reminds me of 3PO.
Yeah,
with the tangly wires, and
especially with that, especially there, yeah. But it's like those pieces are loose, and I don't have an objection to that in general. But like for a promo picture, you have all the time in the world to get that right, and it looks off I kind of hate that. But yeah, that's my only real objection. I don't mind that they're loose. I don't mind they have a definite distinct look compared to Cybermen before and the Cybermen after. And there's Tom with his actual flip phone. They exist again. It's true.
They're coming back in style. Everything's
back
old
in style
again.
for the olds.
Here's a
God,
question.
let's go get the blueberry.
He's trying to take a picture of us all, I think.
Okay.
What? Take a picture of himself.
Yeah.
He's playing Snake.
Yeah.
Here's a question for
You're doing AAABBB, right?
Yep.
What type is your favorite Cyberman? Out of all the Cybermen existed, what type is your favorite Cyberman?
You know what? Can we answer that after the commercial break? Dave?
Yeah.
Hold it out, and everybody in the audience, put it in the chat.
We'll be right back.
Let's do it next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's think about it.
Okay.
And then we got more stuff going on next week with the Cybermen. So let's do it then. And then everyone has a chance to think about it, including you in the audience. Think about your favorite Cybermen, mark it down, and send it off to us next week. But for now, stay tuned, become part of the legend, and stand by for these commercial breaks.
Here we go.
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplay or themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
Hey everybody, welcome back to an all-new X's for Show, your premier show for streaming media content.
A great creative team and a great concept that is years in the making.
That's certainly one of the interesting things about this as a program.
Hot names, even hotter ideas.
The silliest version of every single one.
Hot names, even hotter ideas.
Everybody is so even-keeled. That is a nonsense thing that you just said.
I'm not wrong. I've seen all the films.
I get what you're saying. I hate it.
It's really ugly to call out a genius on air.
Nobody screams at each other and goes,
I will fight you! Wow, what a great moment for our show.
Truly, we did it.
This would be a great jumping on point for you.
2,000 episodes in.
Every weekend and Wednesdays.
Shows no signs of stopping.
You can check the show out at X's for Show.
Come on. I mean, we've got a show, baby. Just, you gotta trust us. It's gonna be good.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Now, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, The Legend of the traveling TARDIS, and we're all here together.
Now we're back. I think we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're back. All right. So I just want to throw up, since I promised you won't have
throw up.
the happy-go-lucky commercial too many more times. Shush. But I wanted to throw it up there again. Naomi does such a great job. This is her schedule in Vancouver. So you can go check out some of the 8th Doctor filming locations, and then go over to the Fringe, enjoy the show. She does such a great job. Apparently, one of the shows is already sold out. So I mean, we're what, 2 weeks away? There's an entire festival to happen before this, and one of them's already sold out. Sold out Winnipeg, sold out Edmonton, basically sold out Calgary, and is well on our way to selling out Vancouver. So check that show out. Say hi if you do get there. Please stop by, say hello for me, so she knows that we love her over here. And he has been to the Orlando Fringe as well a few times, but
seriously,
not with this show. There we go.
I'm gonna shame him right now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, where's mine? Okay,
it works. It's disconnected right now, so we can be so it doesn't ring.
Oh, it's boxed.
It works.
For a while, I lived in an apartment where you had to have a landline in order to open the door. The system was too old; it wouldn't work on a cell phone. But the thing is, then we switched it. I actually had to end up putting a splitter in so that I had a digital button to be able to open the door. But I had an actual dial it ring phone,
like in Japan.
Yeah. There's also we have a place called Heritage Park, and it's all old timey whatever, and they've got museums and whatnot. And I took my nieces and nephews, and they encountered, there's a section that has 3 different phones, from all of them old, all of them there's a dial one, there's a pick it up and push button one, and there's a pick it up and push button one, separating all over, and you could actually dial them to specific extensions to get the rest of them to ring.
Oh,
really well set up. But they were so teaching. I had to teach kids how to use a rotary phone, and it hurts. I wanted to turn kids
I love those. I love those videos. Dial. They're like, what? I love those videos.
It was painful, and not all kids that weren't even my nieces and nephews, because they were around. I'm like, oh.
Just use the pencil or the letter opener to dial.
So painful, but it was really neat. Once they figured it out, it was hilarious watching them trying to figure it out. It's like, no, you can't pick the phone up yet. You can't. You leave the phone down till it rings.
And for God forbid, when you're trying to do the rotary phone, if you messed up, then you have to start all over.
Yeah.
10th caller gets the prize. Oh no, I messed up again. No,
kids, this is where the term "hang up" and "dial" come from.
Or when you get
angry, I want to think about even more. Tell them what a party line was.
Oh, I wasn't going to go there.
Oh, I know.
I wasn't going to go there.
Hello.
My grandparents lived out on the farm in the middle of nowhere, Saskatchewan, and had a party line even then. It's like, nope, not going there. But I did bring this up as well while we were in the break, since we were talking different models of Cybermen. This was outside the Doctor Who prom.
Hello.
We got
wow,
a display there of that, and of course Catherine Tate in the TARDIS.
Oh God, Cyber Time Lords! I'm so sorry. No.
Wow.
No.
Two of these things don't belong here.
Yeah. So that's the that was one of the promo shots from that.
Yeah, you understand, Jim. Rotary phone, and it's just like that. Dial 911. My God.
You really want to confuse the next generation? Just write them instructions in cursive.
Well, that's like trying to steal a car now. Some people, if you have a automatic or manual, right, and everything, they can't steal the manual ones because they don't know how to do the clutch and everything.
Yeah. Best security system ever.
Yep.
But special shout out to Jim. I just want to give a personal thank you. Jim kind of popped on to just about every one of my streams over the weekend. So thank you, Jim, for tuning in. I appreciate it greatly.
That's right, Ramona. When I was your age, we didn't have call ID. We had to guess who was calling. Jim, are you out of breath?
And have your parents answer the phone when it was your crush, and that was just embarrassing.
On other extension, you're like, get off the extension.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Anywho,
is
now
your
that we're all
refrigerator
looking old.
running?
Sworn to watch, never to interfere. Yeah, they didn't do jack. The deadliest Cybermen ever, and they just sat. No, you know, I'm done. No, let's go to the positive.
Right. So we've got, who do we have left? We have 2 of you left. Am I right? Did I get you that right?
And we got people in the chat. So
and we got people in the chats. Go into the chats, and then we will upgrade the die.
We have that many in the chats. Cool.
No. Put the chats up, and then I will upgrade the die to one of these to decide which of the next 2 people is going to go.
Matching die, matching.
Give me this one because the other one just went off my table.
Just roll it. I'll make it up.
Roll it. All right.
There we go.
Oh, that beautiful big
Artful Roger says 9.8 for me. The TARDIS accidentally goes to Pete's world alternate universe where the humans created the Cybermen. Shaking my head. Nice Cyber mask. Mark. Oh, Candyman. Yeah. There you go. And we've got why I saved that one, I have no idea. Ramona.
All right.
Ramona, 8 for part 1 was so much fun though. Though what was wrong? Why is there a though there? Time Lord Boy, welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. It's not bad, the story, but it struggles as a typical Cyberman story. I give it a 4. Was there anything? Yeah, this is the first number that went under 5. So, Time Lord Boy, can you give us more like specifics why it went down, or is it just because you couldn't get the Cyberman thing going? And which is not bad. And Dan Hollyfield from the YouTube channel, The Last Man Standing, you got to check him out. I give this one a 5. Wasn't a bad episode, but I didn't like it. Give me some details, Dan. I want to know what you didn't like. Give me some
think
details.
I might know why.
Okay. Go ahead.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I said who's high, and if you're going to be high, then you're going to go.
The reason why I gave it like a quarter off was because it's a 2-parter. So if it was a 2-hour thing, it would have been 10 out of 10 because I would have seen part 1 and part 2 as like a movie type thing. That would have been so cool and everything. But I'm thinking it because of the undertones. The Lufit, the New Germany, the new the turn left, turn right, march type of undertones of this sort of, you know, like being one type of cyber race, one type of that would probably mean why some people might have downed it. But for other things in it, technology, how technology is going to take over AI and everything, that's interesting and stuff. But I also like the fact that if you look at the alternate universes of Mickey and Ricky and her dad and everything and stuff like that, what would happen if you were different from your other self? You know, you got Jackie. I mean, I know we're gonna get censored if I say it and everything, but you got him, sweet as anything. And imagine later on with the other episodes, and we know which episode that is, you get one happy family later on because now she gets her dad and everything because he feels the connection with her, you know, and he's something he wants to fight for. He wants to keep. So he's going to survive this cyber attack and everything and stuff. But I think it has to do with the undertones. But to get back what you lost or to gain something, that's why I like this episode, because if I could get back my grandfather, if I could get back my best friend, if I could get back, you know what I mean, in an alternate universe, you know, like when Mickey hugged his grandmother and he said, I should have fixed that staircase, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so many things you miss, but sometimes you gain out of it, you know. But I think a lot of people, if they caught on to what I caught on about the subtext of this episode and Geneva and everything, and when I first watched it, was like, okay, why do we have lift balloons? Why do we have, you know, and I'm like, okay, we're going that route and everything. But still, even with the subtext, it still had a storyline about what is right. Are we a computer? Are we human? do we love being more technically based, or do we want to be analogued and not perfect? You know, not good for an upgrade. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was for Tom Lord Boy, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tom Lord Boy. It was that the family, if you really think about it, he didn't win his wife. He didn't get his wife back. He got another version of his wife back. So how do we know that she's like the same version? I mean, they end up getting together, and she gets pregnant and all that. But I was just like, it's not the same wife. It's different reality wife. It's also her being, you know, a little more. I don't want to say it like, but self-centered. You know, she was, you know, rich and she had everything, and she was kind of mean at the beginning. So even to Rose, I mean, you know, they named Rose the dog. I still love that dog. But yeah, she was kind of mean and self-centered. It's just like, you know, is this I understand what they were going for, but maybe this is something I would agree to Tom Lord Boy that this wasn't, you know.
We lost you there for a second, Kristen. We lost your last sentence, but that's okay. So who's left?
Well, it's me and Tom.
It's you and Tom. So let's go. I that's what I thought. I had a moment of like, wait, did I miss somebody? I think I did. Oh, okay. Let's let Candyman roll this one.
Oh, your audio, brother.
Yeah.
You on mute.
You'll mute.
He shows
go
that.
the opposite direction. Go with the tiny die.
Real tiny is about 2 mil big by 2 mil. Okay. Odds, it's Tom. Evens, Christian.
Very rich, Ramona. Very rich.
It's number 1. It's
saying I'm odd. Mark knows I'm odd. I mean, it's and what's odd, I'm going to actually miss one episode of this, even though I told Christian I would be doing this on vacation. Spoilers. I'm going to Vegas in March.
Yeah.
Bigger spoilers. Yes. That's all I can say. You know that song by Nickelback? The other song by Nickelback. No, I meant the other song by Nickelback.
You know they're from a couple hours away. You're gonna have to be more.
You got to go through the library.
Yeah, you got to go through a little bit of library when you're up in Alberta when it comes to that Nickelback song.
So when the time comes, I'll come back and it'll be part of the headline saying, "Oh, an honorary member of." Dreams do come true. Except for crossing parallel universes, because someone to my other side that way yelled at me about phasing into another universe. But I digress. So, since I originally had it listed, named the dog Rose. So I gave it 9. The accidental crossing into a parallel universe. That works for my stories I still have planned to write. It's been said Jackie's 40th birthday is a reference to the 50th anniversary of the Bronze of the 10th Planet. Fly. Anyway.
Oh no, Penelope's back.
Oh no.
Jeff Goldblum. What are you doing here? John Luke, the actor who played him. I watched him on Victor Dibley. Oh, what a serious character.
Oh my God.
That shaped
picture, Jesus.
Sorry. No beard, but you kind of fool around with Saunders. No, I thought Saunders. French. Her last name's French, yeah.
Roger Lloyd Pack, who was the actor who passed away, played that.
Oh my word. We're losing everyone. Shows that he could be a real rotten person compared to his character on The Vicar of Dibley. Another chance to explore, well, what could happen? I'm just going to let Mickey and run off just like in the fireplace. I may be dropping my score now. It's like, again, we jump from school reunion. Oh, Rose is my main squeeze, to girl in the fireplace. Oh, I don't care about you anymore. I've just snogged Madame de Pompadour. Back to, oh, let's go back to Rose. Like, Is this a psychological, I don't know, thing? Just in the back of my mind. I like that we have the robotic Cyberman. It does remind me of the Revenge style Cybermen, because at that time they were just a bunch of robots skulking around the universe in an old spaceship. I can't remember the line from Revenge. Mickey has a new life. Wait, that's part 2. Oops, spoilers. Trying to remember everything. Jackie to me was a very narcissistic woman. Horrible. But again, we all deal with them every day in our lives. Customers.
Parents.
All the views and opinions of the Reverend Omicron are all his, and not
It's just all mine. You go to my pages. I do the same thing. I do my raves and rants. That's my thing. So I felt she got what she deserved, just because most people don't. And of course, this is why I don't wear earpods. I wear the whole headset thing. You never know. The new saying of delete, which is fine, since the original saying resistance is useless was overcome or taken by the Borg, which were also, the Borg would have been a different idea, but they said, well, let's copy the Cybermen.
I thought the Cyberman was excellent.
No, that was Cyber Leader.
Cyber Leader, okay.
Fly.
That was Mr. Burns.
Yes, excellent.
Excellent.
Everybody's ripping off everybody here.
And Simpsons predicted it too. Resistance is futile. Yes, it is. 3 more years, people. The mannerisms of these Cybermen were very much like the Cylons. Someone told me that one.
Interesting.
Sorry. Which I didn't really pay attention. I don't remember much of the Cylons. Never really watched Battlestar Galactica. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Art Deco Cybermen followed that of the real-time webcast. Remember the real-time? Little changes here and there, I guess it would be. Oh, and before I forget, this was my Cyberman. This was a cross between the 2 movies from the Guardians of the Galaxy, A New Order, and Double Jeopardy, never to be released. And technically, it's me when I dressed up at the Orlando Science Center many, many years ago. I used second movie and pretty much the first movie. So I had my own Cyberman figure. Anyway, let's see. Back to the other half of the page. Delete. Pete is a cool dude. Simple as that. He secretly helps out the preachers against Lumic. Rose sees her dad, which is a good thing. I like that stuff. The idea humans must evolve. They must be upgraded. Well, that's... I also heard there was originally in the drafts where people were getting cybernetic parts to show they're upgrading to them, but they just, I guess time and money as usual. So that would have been interesting if, as the Lord Boys said, and I commented, yes, this story was inspired by spare parts. Doctor's Big Finish audio. Of course, we have Madman Loomis defies the UK, kills him, and now to be continued.
Dum dum dum.
The next blank page would do the other review on.
All right.
I'm going to read my book up. Delete.
It's handles.
Delete.
Handles.
It was
nope, not going there. Nope.
Going on from what Tom was saying about Cyberman and the Borg, I know they did. IDW Comics did a crossover with them. So there's 4 comics, 4 issues of them, and I think there's 2 different covers you can get per comic. And they're really quite good stories. So if you can get hold of them, look out for the IDW Doctor Who crossover with Star Trek. I can't remember.
Assimilation.
Yeah,
Assimilation.
1 and 2.
And what was 3 and 4?
One of them. I've got
Well, 3 and 4
somewhere in my stash of I can't find it anymore.
His stash.
Right.
Stash.
So that leaves Christian.
With his secret stash.
No, it doesn't.
With the secret stash. Not so secret stash.
Well, I own the show. Well, there were a few. See, now after listening to everybody's, I've kind of dropped my score, but I'm going to hold it. I'm going to prove 8.7 out there. I think I'm just one that was happy, it was the Cybermen's turn to come back now.
Yes.
The Cybermen needed to come back since Dalek showed up with Rob Sherman's episode. The Cybermen were scheduled to come back. Whether I wanted these types of Cybermen, which were other dimension Cybermen, I really wanted to see how the Mendosian Cybermen evolved. But I was just glad to see the Cybermen back. I think I was just more excited about that. That's why I gave it a high score. And just to see what the current Doctor does and interacts with, this new type of Cybermen, which the old Cybermen had a gun. Now their hands are guns, or their pointy thing at the top were weapons out there. I just want to go back. I really probably would have knocked it down even harder because of the treatment of Mickey. Now I know that was supposed to be an emotional response because later Mickey walks away from him. And for the first time, we see the Doctor has completely lost control of everything. He's in another dimension. He's stuck there. And usually he's the person in the room that has full control of everything. And at this moment, Mickey walks away and Rose is trying to get with her dad. Something I really enjoyed was Rose and her dad. Now we have a new version of her father, and it worked. All those crazy things that he was trying to do in Rose's dimension, they actually worked out for him. And he's kind of like more of a James Bond, if that's a good term to use with him, because he's going underneath, almost like a Torchwood-ish type deal.
Didn't they mention Torchwood a lot?
I think they did.
Because
they're mentioning it like Torchwood, and like there's a new story. Like Torchwood has just released a new report.
And he even said about Torchwood when he left Rose and everything.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Oh, gosh, my brain is a little fried.
Yeah, this season's all full of Torchwood reference because at the end of this season, Torchwood series started.
I'm bringing up Hartford Dodgers comment. So the UK has a president played by Don Warrington, which I liked. I like him as an actor. I haven't seen him in the other stuff, but I also remember him from Red Dwarf. And he was really short-lived, but I was just like, I love the way that he and Lister were complimenting each other off of, Don's on the ship and he's insulting everybody. The crew is just, beneath him, and Lister's going like, I'm going to kick your butt with the hollow whip. So I love Don Warrington. Let me read on. So the UK has a president played by Don Warrington. Before he did Death in Paradise at Pete's World was crazy. Yeah, it was insane. It was bonkers, especially with the those air balloons in the air.
Zeppelin.
The Zeppelins. Yeah, I was just like, okay, well, I guess that's a thing now in Pete's World, but what do you do? Let me go ahead and bring in Tom Lloyd Boyd's chat. Was Rise of the Cybermen based on a Big Finish story, Spare Parts? Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. I got to listen to Spare Parts again, Tom. It's been a long time since I heard that one. That's the Fifth Doctor one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's Dr. Anissa.
Okay. Tom Lloyd Boyd continues as if feel it does not really do new with them, but it's the same problem with the Daleks. They have an issue telling stories with them. I agree on this one because when we finally, I'm going down the line. Sorry, spoiler of an episode we'll probably eventually do, which was Nightmare in Silver.
Mm-hmm.
I really just couldn't get how the Mendosians and Pete's World Cybermen got together. Eventually, they were supposed to get together, and it was supposed to be this huge army that was supposed to take on the Doctor. I'm just like, okay, this is a little bit off. But it is what it is. So, but I can understand why people were a little bit taken aback. I really wanted the Mendosian Mendosian Cybermen to be fleshed out even more. And Tom MacRae says, think they were trying to make a Cyberman version of Davros with Lumic. Yes, undoubtedly, yes.
Yeah,
that was the idea, was to have their brand of. But I think Roger did an exceptional job. I mean, he was kind of sitting across like Davros is like madness, but he thinks he's really doing good for people at the expense of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Because he thinks that this is an upgrade, this is a better way of life, you know, and turns out it backfires on him eventually. So, like I said, I really like that the Cybermen came back. I don't mind that they came back this way. Dave, I do like the design. I
don't mind the design. It's just that one element, and it really shows off in that promotional photo.
Mm-hmm.
As a photographer, it drives me freaking mad. It's like you look at a picture and somebody's tie is off kilter. It's like, dude.
No, I get what you're saying there. Yeah. Artful Dodger says Cybermen will say you will be deleted.
I've learned to ignore it.
Well, the word, unless I'm not mistaken, for all my classic, it was a cyber leader who said excellent, but I don't think they really had a running phrase. It never said you will be upgraded. That was Pete's World's Cybermen. The Mendosians. I don't think they had anything except for what you said. Like you said, Tom, the cyber leader said excellent.
It was David Banks. He will be found and destroyed.
Who I think would have made a good
doctor's visit with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they said anything like upgrade.
They were quiet, right? They were like, there was just the doctor and Jamie holding hands, and
they weren't quiet. They were annoying. They had those weird sounds, but yeah.
I like the little thing that rolled around in there.
And
it reminded me of that little thing on Star Wars.
Yeah,
the mouse droids and the cybermats.
Yeah, the cybermats got an upgrade, but that's later.
Yeah.
Later.
We'll get there.
Came back too. It's just weird.
So
I mean, just
for me,
like how guys, yes, let's get them together.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down for that. So that leaves me, and I'm gonna go with 8.75.
I give up.
We're now down to 2 decimal places now for feature.
I'm going to go letters just to make it a hell of a lot easier, because nobody can go a B.5.
I'll still give it a B.75. No, I really did enjoy this. I like the Cybermen. If I had to choose between Cybermen and Daleks, most of the time I'm going to pick Cybermen. Most of the time. You get far enough back, and okay, I wasn't a big fan of the bag over the head version. Like the original Cybermen were rough, but that was the era, right?
Stockman.
Exactly. The Cybermen have so much more potential than they have been given, and I think that really came out. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. When the 12th Doctor said every society will eventually lead to Cybermen. It happens. Cybermen are inevitable. And I love that idea of trying to figure out why they keep breaking canon, because that's really what that is, right? There's so many versions of Cybermen, and they had to come up with a reason, and that's a great reason. And it makes the most sense. And so I kind of like that. I like seeing the different, and I think they can really expand on that idea. And I hope that they do. I don't even mind the Cyber Lords, the Cyber Time Lords. Like, I'm fine with that if they can just tie it all in. For sure. Like, it's just, I like the Cybermen. And again, I don't mind this design at all. Other than the couple of photos where it's just like, I don't mind that it's a loose torso plate. That is what it is. It's armor over wires.
Because nothing's perfect.
Exactly. I'm fine with all of that. I think that the the subplot of Rose's family is ultimately unnecessary, but not bad. It reinforces I never really liked Jackie, and I still don't like Jackie, but this version of Jackie definitely holds true to what I think our world Jackie would be in that same scenario. She has always come across as that kind of a person. It's like, I can be nice. No. She's, at the end of the day, she's not. But she has, and that's not saying she's not irredeemable as a character at all as well.
No, but she didn't have like an arc to bring her up to where she was.
Exactly.
There was nothing. It's not like, oh, I changed my mind. Oh, this is a different type of Rose, from another dimension. There was nothing that brought her over to that, and she was still, as I think it was Marcus had mentioned, she's still narcissistic.
Yes,
she really didn't have an evolution to the next step. She just she was still the same person, but she's got a new husband from another dimension.
Yeah. That's exactly it. She's the same character. She's consistent. We don't have enough of Pete to know if he's consistent at the end of the universe, because things change over that much time. So I'll give him. I'll assume he's similar. I don't like Mickey, but I will give Noel Clarke credit. Of all of the episodes with him, this is one of my favorite because you can always tell the difference between Mickey and Ricky. Oh, as an actor, he was always able to differentiate those without having a goatee. You always knew who was Ricky, who was Mickey. He had different facial expressions, slightly different intonations in the way he talked. Full credit. He did a great job with those two personalities. I would love to come back to Pete's World. I think that's a thing that might even happen. I mean, there was a lot of questions that came up with Sutek with, well, does that mean he was in, was there a Susan Twist in Pete's World? Theoretically, there must be. Well, does that mean Pete's World is dead? Because the cars couldn't go back there through the vortex in the same way. That's a whole nother. Could be a whole episode on that alone.
If they had kept the original story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then we could have had something.
Yeah,
the wonderful little thing that was presented at the end. But they cut that scene. But that would have been cool if there was another in that world, because we didn't have a doctor in that world.
No, that we know about. So yeah, it would be very interesting to see. I'd love to see what they could do with that and expand on that. All told, like I said, it's great. I love that it is. It's very good to be a two-parter. This deserves that kind of a treatment. Overall, I really did enjoy this episode. I love how they treat Mickey? No, but also, the Doctor has never liked Mickey. The Doctor didn't want Mickey along. He just kind of went, okay, fine. Mickey's along.
Yeah.
All right. Eventually, he gets a little bit more respect, but not a lot and not very often. And like I said, I would be quite happy without him. But he's there, and like I said, credit for what he did do in this episode. Yeah.
I'm thinking that Rose gives the Doctor the puppy eyes to make Mickey come. So that would explain why she's a puppy in this world.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah. Think about it. Doctor, please take Mickey, and then like, oh look, we're puppy eyed. Okay, I love you, Rose, and okay.
Yeah.
And look, Rose is a puppy.
There you go.
I'll take her over Billie Piper any day.
Oh, that's a hard question.
I love that song. When I saw that, I wanted to. I love those little things. They're cute, but they do make a lot of noise.
Those ones are very neurotic.
Just like Rose.
I'm a poodle person. Those little Yorkies are always like.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, with that, we'll be back next week, and we will have part 2 of this, and we can go into more of our conversation about the Cybermen. All of you at home, think about what you think your favorite designs of the Cybermen are, and you can tell us that next week. Hopefully, we can get the episode, the landing page for that up early, and you can even throw it in sooner. So keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for when that goes up, and you can put those in advance even once if we can get that done, because we're all a little bit space kitty
hectic
and busy and all of that.
We're all space cadets.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched that movie yet either. I'm not sure I want to. Anywho, Reverend Amagon, what have you got going on? Tell us where we can find yourself.
There you go.
You can catch me in hopefully pixelated. I don't know what happened again. Jesus. On my YouTube page listed.
Ooh.
Silver Stark Rip. Qua. You can catch me on my YouTube page. Just type in Tasty Cake. I'll be on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Universal Time, talking about this and that, amongst other things. And hopefully I will put this new Wi-Fi adapter in and it will work.
That would be nice.
That would be very nice.
Oh, did he just disappear?
He might just have disappeared.
I did?
I don't know.
Yeah, you did for a second. I was like, cool. Did you do that on purpose?
It wasn't me.
He went down and then he was pixelated, so you didn't. So there was.
It was cool.
Gadget, what are you up to? Where can we find you, Gadget?
Well, let's see. We got New York Comic Con coming up in October. I'm trying to see what's local here in the Bronx and everything. Trying to promote those 2 books there and all that, and just wanting to meet up with people and bring them into the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, because the Doctor brings people together, and puts them on their journeys.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Mickey just went on his journey, and look at that. When you see later episodes, what happens?
Yeah. Yep. No, it's true. We all grow from the Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Michelle, what do you got going on?
Follow me on Michelle L. Hamilton, author, on Facebook and the TARDIS Archives. And I think we're going to have a show for the Synsphere on Sunday, and it'll be at 1 o'clock.
Fabulous. And Christian, where are we going to find you and the Traveling TARDIS in the coming up?
Are we
future?
skipping out on the Candyman?
Oh yeah, we have to go to Candyman.
Mark.
We're going to find you, Mark,
and
tonight. Not
I'm
on
all
social
over the
media. Where
place.
can we just find you?
Yeah.
You vampire.
However, in a couple of weeks in England, there is return of Culture Invasion, which is the 7th of September. This is where a whole town gets converted into a Comic-Con, and any money which is raised where it goes to charity.
Oh,
We
nice.
normally do it every year. You don't have to pay, you just walk around the town, you do your local shopping, and if you come across something you like, you just donate. If you just search on YouTube Culture Invasion, it will tell you all the information about it. I'll see if I can pull it out while you go to Christian. I'll put it in the chats.
All right. Christian.
Well, we want to give a big thank you to everybody who has supported us along the way. And this just happened. 2 of these. I don't think this happened. What is it? No, this happened a couple of days ago. So sorry, I didn't have a chance to put it up there. But
Getting close to 1 million views.
Yeah, 975,000 views. And Jesus, you guys are amazing. If I could, I wish it would show up, but there we go.
Yay!
So 975,000 views. We are just nicking on to 1 million. And this morning, surprisingly, we crossed over 27,000. My God.
Wow, 2727. That's a good number.
That is a good number to land on.
Yep.
So
Double nines.
Guys, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting us, watching the clips on the YouTube channel, and just being here for us and supporting us along the way out there. And also, don't forget not this weekend, but next weekend, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS will be with Dalek Hal over at sorry, Ancient City Con, September 13th through the 15th. Get your tickets now. Get your room if you haven't gotten it yet. The World Golf Village Renaissance Resort in St. Augustine, ancientcity.con.com. Also, we're going to delay the what's the next episode? The Steel. God, why is my brain just fried? Age of Steel. We're going to delay that just for 1 week because next week we're going to be interviewing Max Michaels from Ancient City. He's going to be talking about that, and we're going to be discussing about how we're also going to be joined by Daniel, who runs Dalek Hal, and what adventures we're going to be doing out there with the Dalek. So definitely get your tickets if you want to see us doing some. We've got at least scheduled for one panel. And Dalek Hal will be out there all weekend to get photo ops with. So thank you so much. And don't forget, because it's going to make Tom jealous, you can get one of these little ditties. Yeah. Handmade, every single one of them. Hand printed, I should say. Every single one of them. You will be able to get a free button. You can either show us that you have subscribed or going to subscribe or have it subscribed. Or each button's $1, whichever you prefer. But if you subscribe to our channels on the YouTube and the Facebook page, free button out there as supplies are limited because my hand hurts now. So check us out there. So thank you so much. By the way, I just want to do a little bit of trivia. We also have an episode. Where's this picture going? Oh, we also have an episode. If you want to check it out for yourself. At the time, Colin Spall. It's one of our earlier episodes when we moved over to Facebook and YouTube. We've interviewed him. He was one of the very few actors. Not only did he do ClassicNu Revelations of the Daleks, then after this episode, he did The Rises of the Cybermen. So that he was one of the very few actors at that time who started in ClassicNu and then did New Who. So if you want to check out his episode, you can just go over, as you can see on the bottom, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Don't forget to subscribe. You can put in your super chats or super thanks if you're just coming in there and help us out, as far as growing the channel out there. And thank you all so very much for being a part of the legend there.
And so I've got Invasion Colchester here.
Oh.
And I'll pop up the banner because there's the website there. So yeah, this is the
charity event.
This is the gallery, some of the photos from the past.
That's nice.
Well,
Yeah.
so the whole town gets converted up.
There's a good one right there.
Oh yes.
Wait, is that Blade?
Yes, that looks like it's probably Blade.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Elvira.
And bald.
I'm loving that kid looking at the doctor.
No, there's all sorts of fun that's Invasion Colchester. Oh, there we go. You don't see those two, that version of Green Arrow and his sister very often. There's another doctor there. So yeah, all sorts of
How many years has this been going on?
I think it's about 12 years now.
Wow.
They took a break.
That's not spelt that way. In 2011, looks like.
Nice.
Yeah, and like I said, they've raised money for 2 local hospices.
And this is northern or southern England?
East. Essex is on
it's in
the
Essex.
East Coast. Yep.
I was up at Newcastle and Durham.
Yeah. Nearest airport to Essex is going to be Stansted Airport.
Maybe some of our fans will want to take a trip out there, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, it's the day event and anything's possible.
Yeah, I got to see, Newcastle, Durham, definitely Cardiff, but they had walled off Torchwood Tower. Couldn't get to Torchwood Tower. There was some kind of food festival going on.
Ramona.
2016, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It was nice. And if I knew about this, I probably would have went to that there too. You know?
Yeah, like I said, it's in September. If you get to London, it's about an hour's train journey or an hour's drive from London to.
Well, that's not bad.
So no.
All our fans hear that, and it goes to good cause, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. As for me, you can always find me on at therathole.ca, or there's the youtube.com/therathole.dotca. I will not be having, or I'm not intending to have a stream tonight. I've got 2 more videos I have to actually edit.
You
On
best.
top of all of the live streams from my channel, I also had a whole whack of editing to do, including the Canadian Game Design Award winner, Lion Dancer. And I have to re-edit, because I'm an idiot and did not have my microphone on, a video from the upcoming Moon Bunny Kickstarter. But check out my YouTube, and there's a whole playlist of everything I was doing this past weekend. And if I go over here, and I go over here to my playlist button, and I go labeled Falcon 37, and you've got, that's not the whole album, that's just the first one. So that's For Northwood. That's the video I was working on, and I want the playlist. There we go. So yes, we got a whole giant playlist of stuff here.
Oh.
The ones that are clearly mine are mine, and the ones that are not are mostly on Mel's Board Game Room. But we've got some great previews from upcoming Kickstarters, current Kickstarters. Unscrewed is
Diagonal. Diagonal is always included.
A hilarious game. If you grew up with 90s cartoons, your Ren and Stimpies and stuff like that, this is a game you need to check out.
Oh God.
It is chaos. and the board keeps getting smaller as you get along.
Oh wow.
And so but yeah, that's can I get it to, yeah, so that's Unscrewed, available on Kickstarter for like another 36 hours or something like that. This is one of the best games I played all weekend. I'm telling you, this is, if you are at all interested in fun chaos, it runs very, very quickly, because like I said, each round the board gets smaller and people die. So yeah, it is chaotic.
People die.
It's
just
the best
out there
cartoon. Like I said, it is the best. If Ren and Stimpy had to compete with Beavis
Snookums and
and
Meat.
Butthead and the
Snookums
really
and
bad
Meat,
version of SpongeBob to see whose show gets to stick around, that's what we're doing.
Didn't SpongeBob win?
Yes, SpongeBob did in fact win, but like this is not SpongeBob the main cartoon. Like, you know how you get the random cutaways where it's like a totally different art style and looks horrible and ugly. That's the era of 90s that we're talking.
Oh God.
It's the Ren and Stimpies. It's the Cowardly, the dog. It's all of that strange weirdness, and it's so good. So check that out. That is actually twice, because I went back and Melanie had it on her channel and I sat it on that as well. So it's actually twice.
Stick it on the website for everybody.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the whole playlist is right there.
Hey Dave, did you pick up a lot of games?
I did not. I in fact explicitly did not. I had games. I did a top 9 of all the games I had of best things. Best. My favorite abstract strategy games. Played games that were there. I did not pick up any games. I avoided, other than I had to wait for it to end for the awards. I avoided the auction, because they do a big auction for games people can put up. There were games for sale. I avoided them all. I managed to do everything. I have enough stuff to work with. The best of them were stuff that are on Kickstarter right now, or I already had. Things like Almost Words that I did.
Yes, Dave. And what have you done with them?
Some of them I've reviewed. Some of them I have not. Some of them I certainly will. But yes, these are all great. So check out that playlist on my thing. Ren and Stimpy is nothing on Pokemon these days. That's valid. But I will always have a spot in my heart for the Royal Canadian Kilted Gaxman.
Who?
Yes.
Exactly.
You have to get it.
You just
Okay,
made
do
the
you
UK
have
go.
Ren over there?
Do you have it over there?
No. Okay.
No? We gotta get him. We gotta get him.
We gotta get. I will specifically get the Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman song to you as soon as we are off the air here, because that of all of Ren and Stimpy is the one that you need to hear
like that.
the most.
And Log.
I just love the Happy Happy Joy song.
Oh, that's a wonderful. Yes, that is a wonderful song too, especially when Wax did it. I got just a crazy over the top version. Anyhow,
there's a 3-minute one we have to send him.
Yeah,
I found it.
You did? You found that one? Good.
I found it.
Perfect. Send it off. We will do that. In the meantime, thank you guys. Again, we'll have an interview next week for
Max Michaels from Ancient. It's from Ancient City. Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys all for watching today. And always, thank you for liking us. Like all of the videos everywhere. Comment, feed the algorithm, because that's how we get out there. Share the video. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends, tell your families. Get everyone you know to subscribe. And until next time, are you pushing the button or am I pushing the button, Christian?
I'm pushing the button.
Okay, you're going to push the button? Good. Take it away, Tony.
You push the button.
Everybody say goodnight to Rose.
Good night,
Rose.
Right.